Future of EV charging. Electric vehicle, EV manufacturers, infrastructure developers, and charging station manufacturers are under pressure to modernize a century-old technology. Driving range, recharge time, battery capacity, and customer service compete. As part of their efforts to reduce CO2 emissions, many governments, particularly in Europe, have rewarded EV drivers. This increased EV sales, which boosted the requirement for charging infrastructure. The EV charging station market is growing. Let's look ahead and see what market participants can do to go on. Is your fleet going to have access to sufficient public stations to run on the next decade? And how do you see the development of batteries for EVs progressing? Curious to know more? Well, stay tuned for that. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update. Having said that, let's get into the video. The market for charging stations for electric vehicles is exploding. There will be 5 to 7-fold increase in the number of EVs charging stations sold during the next 5 years. In 2020, it was estimated to be worth $5 billion, and by 2026, optimistic projections have it at $35 billion, which would make EVs 15% of all automotive sales worldwide. China and the rest of the Asia-Pacific lead the electric vehicle charging market, with Europe and the United States close behind. Manufacturers of charging stations are always on the lookout for ways to cut down on the money it takes to get their products to market. For instance, it might be difficult to overcome the challenge posed by the potential scarcity or increase in the cost of essential materials like copper. Operators and customers alike face a problem with this scenario. The availability of an established electric infrastructure bodes well for this market, since it makes the rollout of charging stations across several regions a straightforward task. What are the possibilities of electric vehicles being used as power sources in the near future? When we go into the future, we can see that the technology now used for charging will go through major changes. The procedure of replenishing fuel illustrates how comparable it will be. In the next years, the capacity of a single charger will expand to 350 kilowatts from the current level of 60 kilowatts, and the voltage at which automobiles are charged will double, going from 500 volts to 800 volts. This translates to a reduction in charging time from the current 1 hour to anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes. Recharging an electric vehicle with the Internet of Things would be a completely new experience. To make the most efficient use of energy and provide drivers with a more pleasant charging experience, it will intelligently link grids, networks, green energy, batteries, and vehicles. We'll call this setup IOV, Internet of Vehicles. There will be a dramatic rise in the need for electric delivery vehicles. Retail giants like Amazon and Walmart are increasingly concerned with their public image concerning environmental responsibility. The use of commercial vehicles with no emissions is part of their present plan. Therefore, EV charging companies will have to develop mega chargers to make it possible for these massive EVs to travel vast distances. The number of public charging stations for electric vehicles is expected to increase by a rate in the double digits annually. That make it one of the most promising sectors in terms of future growth and development. Public charging stations increased by 85% in 2019. The COVID-19 pandemic is mostly responsible for 2020's reduced growth rates. Most EV drivers today use slow chargers installed in their homes or workplaces. The convenience of faster and ultra-fast public chargers, along with shorter charging periods at cheaper costs in the future, will lead to a significant increase in demand for these chargers in the coming years. This is it, everyone. Let us know in the comments what you think will be the future of EV batteries and stations. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done that. Also, put on the notifications because the next video is going to be a great one.